concept. Making a short presentation. 2. 上課提過考 mind map， 今課繼續教點樣分段。Organization of the presentation. A. Individual presentation. Spend 5 minutes to prepare for a presentation. 1至到2分鐘嘅。On one of the following: my class teacher, my new friend, my new school, my life in a secondary school. Jot down your notes on a notepad. Language support for giving a presentation. Number 1. Function. Buying time. 你可以講 Well, what I meant is actually, in fact. Number 2. Function. Cause and effect. 好似係 since or since because or because of 要加個 noun 或者一個 noun phrase 或者係 as or as therefore. Number 3. Function. Compare and contrast 可以講係 although, but, however, on the other hand 另一方面。Classic presentation organization. Greet 然後就 introduce self 然後 introduce 個 presentation 然後就 explain its structure 跟住就 present 個 main body 然後就 conclude 再 summarize 然後就 take questions. Key language for introduction. Greeting. Greeting 好似係 good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen 或者 hello, hi everyone. 跟住就 name and position 佢就話 Let me just start by introducing myself. My name is 或者係 as the most of you already know I am 或者係 I'm in charge of, responsible for 之後就係 title 或者係 subject. The title 或者係 subject topic of today's presentation talk is Today I would like to speak about What I'd like to speak about is 跟住就係 objective. The objective of this presentation is to present 或者係講 This talk will act as a springboard for discussion 或者可以講 The aim today is to give some background about 你可以同人講個 length of presentation 係幾多可以講 The presentation will last about 幾多個 minutes I will speak for about 幾多個 minutes I plan to be brief about 幾多個 minutes 跟住就 link to start 啦 Okay, let's start with the first point which is 或者可以講 Alright, we can begin by looking at Number 3係 useful expression for signaling linking the parts 我哋開始啦 Opening a new session 你可以講 Let's now look at Now I want to turn to This brings me to the third and final point which is 跟住就係 sequencing ideas First, second, third, then, next, finally. The first, second, third, final point is 我哋可以再 exploring a lot of points 好似係 in relation to, respect to, regarding, concerning 可以加啲 ideas, adding ideas. In addition to this, moreover, however, despite this, 有時我哋可以轉翻轉頭 ，going back。咁你就講啦。Let me now return to. Let me now come back to. 最後係 ending a section. Right. So, well, okay. That's all I wanted to say about. I think that covers everything on. I think that deals with. To summarize, they say expressions for highlighting and emphasizing. 係 focusing. 可以咁講 I like to emphasize stress. 或者係 I should reiterate, repeat. 或者係 it is critical, essential to understand. 亦都可以用 repetition. For example, this is a very, very difficult problem. We thought for a long, long time about this. We need to do something and we need to do it now. 亦都係可以用 simplifying. To be honest, frankly speaking, basically. To put it simply, believe me. 我哋亦都可以用 analyzing. Let's look at this more closely. What does this mean exactly? In other words, Task 1. Complete the introduction to the presentation using these words. Then, finally, today, to begin with, hello. Here are the answers. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Doe. Today I would like to talk to you about time management. To begin with, I will tell you some of the theories about time management. Then we'll look at the company's current system. And finally, we'll talk about ways to improve time management in our department. Task 2. Write the correct label on each note card for the presentation. Here are the answers. Number 1 questions. Allow audience to ask questions. Number 2 introduction. Explain background of problem. Number 3 greeting. Give name and welcome audience. Number 4 main points. Reasons why sales failed new technique sales results. Number 5 conclusion. Recommend change to new technique. Task 3. Fill in the blanks with the following words. Here is the answer. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about how we can protect the environment. We can protect the environment simply by remembering the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. To reduce, we can try to limit the amount of energy we use. For example, we should switch off the computer when we aren't using it. We should take showers instead of baths. We should also take shorter showers to save water. When we go shopping, instead of using plastic bags, we should also bring our own bags. Furthermore, we can reduce air pollution by taking public transport like the MTR and buses, instead of driving. We could also walk to places that are nearby. Reusing things is also an effective way to reduce waste. For example, we should reuse plastic bags and bottles before throwing them away. Shoe boxes are also great for storing things at home. We could even use them to make furniture. Once I made a small bookshelf using old shoe boxes. I decorated it with old magazines. Everyone says it's very useful and looks cool. By using our creativity, we can make use of a lot of things that we think are no longer useful. Lastly, recycling is an important part of protecting the environment. There are many things that we can recycle, such as paper, aluminum cans, and plastic bottles. After these things are recycled, they are made into brand new products. For example, many paper bags or paper utensils are made from recycled paper. By recycling paper, we greatly reduce the need to chop down more trees. We can all do something to help protect the environment. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Now do the exercise to test yourself. Bye. Exercise. Complete the following by using the words in the box. Here are the answers. Good morning, everyone. These days, teenagers in Hong Kong face a lot of problems. For example, studies, health, family, money, and self-image. Today I'm going to talk about the four most serious ones. First, many students face problems with school studies. They often complain about a heavy workload. In school, they have to complete lots of homework every day and prepare for tests and exams frequently. After class, lots of students also go to tutorial schools. It seems that students in Hong Kong work non-stop. Working too hard often leads to another problem: poor health. For example, a recent survey showed that most students sleep for less than 6 hours a day. Since they don't get enough sleep, teenagers sleep a lot at the weekend and don't have enough exercise. Because of lack of rest and exercise, teenagers in Hong Kong often suffer from poor health problems. The teenagers also face family problems. For example, these problems are mainly to do with relationships with parents. In Hong Kong, it is often common for both parents to work. It is possible that they finish work late and go home late. There is a lack of time to talk with each other. Because of this lack of communication, they often feel that their parents don't understand them or their parents are being unreasonable. Finally, teenagers' problems have to do with boyfriends and girlfriends. Many teenagers are worried that if they don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, they'll be teased by their friends. Furthermore, those who have a boyfriend or girlfriend are afraid that they will be punished by parents or the school teachers. This sometimes leads to tragic results. I hope this gives you an idea of some of the common problems faced by teenagers in Hong Kong. Thank you.